Hmm.
On it. I'm not
No.
so sure. Anything else?
A genius at work. What? No.
I really want to kill this guy so I don't get my damage redone.
Shattered foes in my wake.
0% chance I hit him.
A wicked, predictable.
Thank you. Ow, Abelard, please do something about this shithead.
No matter the cost. I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Keep smacking him, Abelard. Good job, bud. Around a little bit of momentum.
But of course. Was that you?
Foe's weakness. Can't swap. Go back.
Let's see.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, that tanking ability is absolutely saving his little backside right now.
It will be done. Indeed. That's not the Seneschal's job.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
On it.
Blessed are those who sacrifice for the Imperium.
Oh, she dead? Oh, she went down. Because of the veil degradation, of course. Okay.
Seems. Another one.
But damn, another level up already? I feel like this is going by a little bit quickly. Characteristics. I do want to be better with shooting, because I can't always rely on my other stuff. Yeah. Explore surroundings. Increase my crit chance. Yeah. I haven't had to reload yet, though. The warrior attacks. Enemy attacks the warrior. The warrior's next melee attack against the enemy deals an additional toughness bonus damage. Yep. Then up to toughness. Weapon skills melee though. Melee hit chance or parry chances there. Okay. That's also a form of tanking. If I can parry hits. She only has 15 intelligence, but gets plus 15 to get that. Oh, because she has a head trauma. Oh, that would do it. So normally she would be a 30 as well. I'm already going perception, so if I'm bringing along, might as well bring someone who has some intelligence. Need some sort of weapon mastery. I don't see one for her staff, though. She already has like a 70% dodge chance. It's up her dodge, I suppose. What's up your ballistic skill? You'll get a lot more out of this since you have the 50 agility. Blade shard. Requires iconoclast. So you can pop this on.
What lies beyond?
The air is dead.
Master Helmsman. Systems status report. By the Emperor. It's the Seneschal, living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long. We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It's our only chance of escaping from the warp. Words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing. One of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. Weaver, you may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for the House of Valencius. You may not be Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserves to take a place in the ritual that is about to commence. What must I do? Take the Lord Captain's chair or seat. Order the final preparation. Wait for the officers to report. Blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne. These people are about to do the impossible. At least they deserve that. Is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Okay? Let's do it. The images before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing. Hang on. While still remaining the same, it's taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false road trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears. This voice booms with all of the horrors of the warp. Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? The vision lowers its head, harrowing gaze bores into you. For a moment, something changes. Theodora's expression is almost looks like a shadow of fear. Matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Hopes of faith are my mockery. I've already resisted the temptation of warp once. Whatever you are, you will not climb my mind with a new illusion. Theodora hisses almost painfully, as if wounded by your words. Resisting the inevitable means only the realization and submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flows of fate. Your head begins to spin, and the viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink, and you're no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor Vortiga, just as fluid and ethereal as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seeped from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. The fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. See you, on the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World. I see you by my side on that day of my resurrection. The image is scattered by invisible sorcery winds. You see Dara, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies. No, I'm Weaver. Hi. And today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle changes. Is this Zinch? This whole Fate and Destiny stuff, that sounds like Zinch's territory. Thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. Thread that will help you find keys to salvation. thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me. Cavalcade of hazy glimpses of future yet unknown passes before your eyes, a flash of crimson and purple. The images replaces one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. The rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Okay. Reverend turns around and looks up to you. He hesitates for a few moments and then addresses Abelard, who's standing next to you. Seneschal. Navigate sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means the navigator gave his life battling the storm. Oh, are we out? That nearly claimed von Valencius' flagship. We will honor his memory, along with those of who died this day. Raver does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed. Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you, with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
Not saying a damn thing.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Well then.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
I hope there's a day one patch coming out, because I do feel like there's some voice lining issues going on here. Well then, your lordship. You had us worried for a few hours there. After witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on the deck, the only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was over. This fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. Thanks. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. You sustain massive losses among senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have been filled, have to be filled by the deputy's deputy. Right, while others go unfulfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How come, how did we come to lose so many officers? Here's the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given the the informant on board was the Master of Whispers. Was on the agenda? Reports on the condition of the ship and its crew. Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from important affairs to attend such routine briefings. This is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they're not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort. Even so far as you personally negotiating with authorities, the system we are currently in. But prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, Your Lordship. Take the opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work on the 6 decks away from the bridge. And they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Any luck tracking him down? No, Lord Captain, in all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors? Frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid that we will be some time before answers before that will be wrought. Alright, let's do it. The Jesh Abelard relays the order to the adjuncts of the fire in the magnificent chamber. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, with the expression revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. I was hoping this would be voice acted. Really doing none, but on me. Attention, officers. You've been granted the honor. Lord Captain Weaver von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you introduce those present, Abelard? Do you wish, Your Lordship? Digdis Surrey, Otter of the Toyman Line, our new Vox Master. The communications dude. It is honored to serve Your Lordship. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communication between you and them, as well as external sources. I'm your eyes and mouth, Your Lord Captain. Saitor is Ravor, the Master Helmsman. He steers the ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or pirate trap. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. A little bit late for that, mate. Do you not see what we just happened? And lastly, High Factorum Janus Dangbrook, who oversees supplies, procurement, also logistics officer. Got it. Well-being of the ship. Is an honor, Your Lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. I do not trust you at all. In the second row, we had 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital function. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew worked to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Dryas Master, servant of the Omnissiah. 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. Dryas Master salutes, resembling a dance involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priest's parts. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachariah Weiss, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Weiss has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact the other planets in Von Valencia's protectorate, inform them of Lady Theodora's passing, Conrad Vortica's treachery, or Vortia's, whatever. I will deliver a report to Your Lordship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it's possible to do so. All the presidents are adjuncts, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make a record of the proceedings. I'll hear from the Infernus Master. Basically, damage report. Oh, new Vox Master. Oh, wait, what? Oh, did I just go through it again? God damn it, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. That's Lord Captain. I report that the fires across the decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties have been completed. Results have been submitted to Seneschal in the High Factorum. Or Factotum, sorry. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line. Well, the lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Factotum. Yeah, High Factotum. What's your report? We are toiling day and night to compile the full account of losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I'll personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We've lost more than 2,000 crew members. God damn. Uncomfortably. This number is not confined to scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also trained professionals. We will be able to make up the losses on the nearest planet. Yeah, Riker Minorus. However, the planet, the whole system, in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later. Kind of thick-skilled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Okay, Drives Master. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon the noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnisci. The spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. Great sorrow must report the Enginseer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all the tech priests on board, fell in battle. Megos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. Most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades abroad whose experience comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magus. We require a replacement as soon as possible. Someone care to translate the esteemed Drive Master's words? The ship's most senior tech priest, most senior both in rank and experience, is dead. Yeah, okay, got it. Master Hellman delivered status response. Right, you are, Captain. To cut the long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engineer Prime and Navigator, who fell in the battle, we have no way out of the system. We tried to set as much as a toe inside the warp. I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive begin being torn into pieces, all of us melting into the bulkheads. Lovely. Your Lordship, you would allow me to interject? When we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted accounts of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was Navis Nobility Station. The station maintained complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To locate a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. True blessing from the God Emperor. Why would you grab the grab this chance with both hands? Or else we'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In a slightly less shitty news, we can go around and around this system till our heads are swimming. as long as the promethium and the supplies last. Okay? And if any thick as gross shit lowlives